Hi Aries, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot reading for all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks to all of you for all the support. We're always connected here. I've had a few inquiries for personal readings. I'm not giving personal readings at this time just due to my schedule, but if that ever changes, I will put a post or an announcement on the channel. And if you're new here, welcome to you. I post new readings on Friday, then again on Monday. So if a reading doesn't resonate, just come back in a couple of days. Friday's readings are always a general reading. So today's reading will bring in aspects of money, love, career, and everything else. Mondays are different every week. I do a Law of Attraction tarot card reading on Mondays, a love reading, or sometimes I'll do 4-month predictives. Lots of variety. If you like tarot and you like the channel, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to Higher Source Tarot. All right, what advice do you have for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. What does Aries need to know, please, for the best and highest good of all concerned with Aries? Oops, jumper. Messages for Aries, please. All right, so we will start here with the tarot. And then I decided we're going to keep these Halloween oracle cards going. I just enjoy them. I don't get to use them much, so we'll have a visit from those today. You've got the 7 of Pentacles, Judgment, the Emperor. I like to see that. The 9 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. You've got nice aspects for love, but I was going to say with money, I feel like somebody here is going to have an increase. Like they said, don't stress about money if you've been worried about something. I do feel, okay, we've got this Queen of Swords. This is what came out, jumped out at us. So we've got 2 major arcana here. We've, got, of course, got Aries. We've got all the elements, including this Queen. Well, the Queen of Swords, again, you know, look at the positioning, the posture. It's saying things are going to go your favor. I do feel like you have communication coming in, especially with money. You do have a relationship here, though. I don't want to overshadow that too much because for some of you, it's a new relationship and it's going to be exactly what you asked for. Now, with this Queen, though, it is telling you that you've learned your lesson. So if you've been a little bit lax, like you started to have an increase and you kind of got a little loose with money and then said, oh my God, this next wave came in, I wasn't prepared. I feel like they're trying to tell you you're going to be a little more disciplined all the way through. You do have the card of luxury here, so I wouldn't say there's lack at all. And with the 7 of Pentacles as well, I definitely feel like there's money. Now, if it's a job change, because you have communication showing up here, again, there's going to be an increase. And the swords, when the tarot was made, were nobility. So especially with the Emperor and this, you definitely have something good showing up here in terms of money. Well, the 7 of Pentacles, now, this is definitely telling you the wait is over. You know, it's that kind of contemplative energy, knowing but saying what's next. For some of you, in terms of love, too, I do feel like you have such a beautiful match coming in, especially those of you that have said, you know, why hasn't Aries been lucky in love? Why isn't everyone else? Why do I keep being a treatment center for other people or an ATM? What the hell is this? You know, I feel like if you've had relationships where it's been very one-sided, I feel like with this too, they're telling you the investment in yourself is where it all begins. Now, for some of you too, I do get this along with the 9. Pentacles are also about the physical body. And so some of you too, if you've been trying and saying, I've been doing all these different diet and exercise plans, it's like been 6 months and I just haven't seen any changes. I do feel like with this, you're going to start to see results, but I also get even greater than that. Somebody getting the information, getting something, I know, and yet another new thing, but I do feel like it's going to be the right thing, okay? If you've had something where you've been feeling like you just haven't gotten the results you wanted, you're going to have that payoff coming in. So we've got this beautiful Archangel Gabriel here with you in your own sign and this Ace of Cups. With this all together, I do feel like any new beginnings, you're going to have freedom here, okay? The card of Judgment is self-mastery, but also too with the confidence of the Emperor. He's the architect of the universe. It's like that new beginning that evolves. This is not, you know, back and forth, jump start and it sputters out. This thing is going forward. And so I do feel like too with Judgment, those archangels, they're here to ascend us. They're here to help guide us. So for some of you too, if it's a job situation, you're going to meet somebody important here. I do feel like they see a lot of not just potential in you. It's more than potential. It's not a strong enough word. They see a lot in you, okay, in terms of a job, or even too, for some of you, it may be money that you've been waiting on. And with that Judgment card, again, here's where it comes in. So Judgment is the, you know, it's that turn of events that releases you from the coffins and the confinement of the ego. But it also, too, those of you that have been in kind of a push-pull dynamic in some area of your life, whether it be your weight, money, love, this is where there's a turning point. This is going to be an important card for you because it releases you. It brings in a renewal. And it feels amazing. I mean, it's, like I said, it's self-mastery. That's what this is all about. It's going to feel like a brand new lease on life, really, as you move forward. It's a very mature energy. So especially in relationships, if those have been immature and just not worth your time, because the Emperor doesn't need to screw around with anything that's less than his Empress, quite frankly. Now, again, I keep getting that you have a protective energy around you. It feels more at work to me, but I also will say with this, it is a card of discipline, and I get that, you almost get Four of Pentacles in some ways, even though there's not lack. It's like for somebody here, you're going to have a nice influx of money, but you're going to be disciplined with it. So if you've had, like I said, a couple of years where you've had some money and you've been a little carefree with it, with this, you're going to start to, and it doesn't bother you. It's not going to be bothersome like, oh God, I can't do this. It's more like with there's a disciplined energy here overall. So this is great too for those of you that are trying to change the physical body. This again, it's like that, you know, Rocky kind of mentality. Drive out to Philadelphia and run those steps, okay? So with this, I remember I did that once with my son. He had 17 seconds. He was wearing a pair of dudes, you know, shoes. But either way, I think I had 32. I had a mom camera, a purse, and a phone recording. But anyway, I'm sorry about that. I digress. With this, so again, you're going to move forward with great confidence, okay? So I also feel like, too, with this, so you got an authoritative energy over situations. So with that Seven of Pentacles, if there's been a delay because of someone else's, I just heard failure, but I feel like it's more like mistake. With this, you're going to have the energy to correct it, and you're going to see it like immediately. So this Nine of Pentacles is the luxury card. So again, I do feel like money is going to be your friend coming in here. Now, those of you that are single and relate to, yeah, I've been trying to make some physical changes. I do feel like with this love coming in, you're in the right shape. You're in the right mindset. And some of you too, the love might not be here yet, but if you're the one that's really trying to work on this and saying, I need to get that corrected because I know what I'm like in a relationship and I tend to overindulge. I tend to do Empress energy. With this, you're going to be looking good, feeling good. And it's a very, like, in some ways, graceful energy. So I feel like you'll be at your best. With this Eight of Wands, though, information is going to go direct. Again, you're going to get something coming in here, definitely about money, but others of you, this is the arrows of love. And so they're telling you, again, those of you that have said, hey, I'm not quite ready yet, you better get ready, because I feel like it may come sooner than you expect with this. Now, if you're already in a relationship, it's just going to keep growing stronger, okay? This is like real commitment and really starting to be more serious about things, being more direct about things, focused on the future, making plans for the future with you. So the Knight of Pentacles is good news is on the way. And what I like about this in the reading, I mentioned this is not going to be a stop and start stall. This is all the way to the end, okay? This is like, I told my trainer the other day, you know, would you drive a 50-year-old car as fast as you can? Because I'm going to be 50 this year. And I was doing something as fast as I could do it, but it's like kind of a joke. With this, you could, okay? You can go all the way to the end, all right? This is definitely not fast moving, but I'm telling you with this, it's going to be done the right way. Now, some of you too, with money, it's going to be an opportunity. Like I said, I feel like you've learned from some things with money anyway. And so as the money comes in, you're going to be prudent with it. You're going to be smart. If you're looking to buy a house too, I do feel like somebody here gets surprised that they're approved for a mortgage. Like they kind of do it on a whim, but they're going to say yes. But I feel like if you've never had a house, you may be a bit surprised, and this is the slow moving energy of that, of the process, of the paperwork, of the looking, all of that. But hell, have fun with it if that's you. Don't turn it into a chore. Turn it into an opportunity, because I don't know anybody who's ever looked for a house and not eventually found one. Well, with the King of Cups here, this is, it's one of those energies in terms of attracting a partner. It's going to be somebody who's a complete confidant. I also get this a little bit though with work. I mentioned before, you're attracting somebody who's going to be helpful. And I do feel like you can be vulnerable in front of them in terms of work matters. Sometimes that's not a good idea, but I do feel like whoever this energy represents, they don't judge. And honestly, they love to help other people. Now, if it's the energy of the person you're attracting in a relationship, again, they love to help other people. That's them. And I feel like too, they might have kind of a crazy job where some people would say, why would you ever want to do that? But they love it. They like kind of a competition, and they like to, and I mean that in a nice and friendly way, really, in a competitive way, even with helping people. There's something about that where they want to see people win. It's really quite refreshing. So you've got this Ace of Cups, okay? It's got the Yods of the Tarot coming down, or Yads, that first letter of the name of God in Hebrew. They're telling you you're being divinely guided and blessed. Open your heart, open your arms, allow it to come in terms of a love relationship too. I get this tied to that Knight of Pentacles. So those of you, like I said, that have had some bad turns in love, this may be the last one where you really get into a commitment, and there's no wrong turn here. Okay, it's moving forward, and it's definitely from the place of love. I just keep getting this person's energy. They have a very attractive energy. So if you didn't see these on the Law of Attraction reading, I just want to show you the back because they're so cute. The cards themselves are the Halloween Oracle, and they're lifting the veil between. Okay, so between the worlds. All right, let's see what advice you have for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me do that one more time. Messages for Aries, please. All right, there we go. All right, we have here scrying. It's intuition. Look at that. You even have a crystal ball here. So this is seeing the unconscious images, developing your intuition further, and not relying solely on logic like the Emperor. So the Emperor is very logical, so they're trying to tell you, let's blend those two. True wisdom takes the balance of logic and this intuition. So for this, they're trying to tell you to balance both worlds, okay? So meditate, quiet the mind, because I really never talked about that. But good things are on the way for you, Aries. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.